happened? I was talking to my mom about this. Apparently, he was getting jiggy with it and got a little too enthusiastic, and it sounds like he herniated something. Something in his abdomen started to hurt. And he went and, everybody was clean. Everything was fine. Well, then 2 weeks later, he had pain again, and they found something.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so he's currently out of work for... Jesus fucking Christ! That's half your size. What are you drinking out of that of?
I'm drinking tea out of it, actually, and we are recording now. Just for reference.
Oh, well. They've heard me swear enough times.
Yeah.
One other thing, really quick. I don't know what time you go to work.
I leave at 9:30 at night.
Oh, you got plenty of fucking time.
Yeah. I can take a nap if I need to. All right, I know.
At 5 o'clock your time, Boozy Badger starts streaming.
Of course, I'll probably be taking a nap about then. Anyways. Hang on, before we go any further, this is the new experiment, the new incarnation of the podcast we're doing. This is just like, this is not so much a reset or a reboot, but this is just a new experiment. The happy co-host, Raving Rendell, as you can see by the... There we go. There's...
I'm waving, and I just realized that my webcam isn't plugged. I will work on... I think I've got a port in the back. The problem is, I think it's that USB 3 port, and I still don't think that Windows 10 has that fixed yet.
But that might be more of a your motherboard issue than Windows 10.
It's a driver thing. It just isn't. It just has never worked right. But for my webcam, which is old anyway, it should be fine.
I have got dog hair. I have got dog hair all over me. Oh my god. Though I am glad I got the fake blood off me finally. Jesus Christ. That would not come off last night.
No, and I did see that Nicole made it, because I saw her in the pictures too.
You can see like part of my arm still has some fake blood on it.
Yep.
I have been washing it off all fucking day.
No, dude, you just go to work like that. It's Halloween.
I can't go to work like that. Evil corporation. And one of the big bosses is in tonight, so I definitely can't go to work like that.
You need to work where I work. They don't care what you're covered in as long as you do your job.
See, if I worked in the back in receiving and shipping, which would involve me having to work swing shift and...
I can't do swing shift anymore.
But if I worked in the back, I could walk around in, t-shirt and shorts almost year-round. But if I'm working the floor, nope, gotta have pants, gotta have khakis or jeans, and I gotta have a white shirt or a blue shirt, or there's a third color, but it's not black. I can't wear a black shirt. What the hell? Evil corporation.
That's one thing I like about working in a warehouse, is the only thing we do have a front end where people can come in. And like if people who live in Mankato and don't want to bother with us mailing their stuff, they can just walk right in.
Oh, see, that's nice.
Pick it up.
That's so nice.
Well, it's essentially it's essentially shipped to store.
Well, yeah.
It's just that it never leaves the store because we're our warehouse. So instead of us shipping it to you, you just say, yeah, well, hey, fuck it. I live 20 minutes away. I'll just drive on over and do it. That's why when I figured out what my last day was going to be, which this year is the 22nd, what I do is, if I'm going to buy anything, I make sure to pick it up. I make sure to set it so that on the 22nd, I pick it up from work, and that's the last thing I do before I leave.
Yes, so. I know I'm going bald. And he has seen this before I actually started working at the far more evil job I worked at, Crunch Pak. Fuck you, Crunch Pak. I had full luscious hair. And then working there for 2 years, I'm starting to go bald, pricks.
I will say that I have gotten quite in the habit of having their apples for dessert. It's actually one of the healthiest things I eat.
You evil traitorous prick.
I'm not traitorous. I'm just trying to eat healthier than I have been, which is...
Yeah, well, I get
considering my budget for food for the month, it's about the only way I can eat healthier and afford it.
Yeah. Besides, like, maybe going to Walmart or something like that.
Oh, actually, that's where I get them.
How did I know? How did I know? I knew it. I knew it. But yeah, no.
I'm a cheap bastard who only shops at Walmart for food because, let's see, I think I have $150 for food a month. I can't exactly go to like Cub Foods or Hy-Vee or something that I'm going to be paying sometimes almost half again as much for as I would pay it at Walmart. Now, there are some things I do get outside of Walmart because, let's be honest, they don't have a very large stock.
No, well, some Walmarts really aren't like that, and though I have heard stories of the supposed home office in, what is it, Kansas, Arkansas, something like that, it is just a roving smorgasbord because it's the biggest building. It's got everything you could think of, and yet I still shop at Amazon.
I actually have Amazon Prime, and there are some things that...
Oh, God, yeah.
Probably I don't know if it'll be when I'm working because Social Security, and now I still need to get my glasses.
Yeah.
And I ended up being an asshole, and I got a super sponsorship for Fur Squared.
Oh, God.
So, $130, but you know what? It's one of those things, because this coming year, again, they've put Furry Migration on the same weekend as Mankato Pride. And that's something I like doing with my mom, so I won't give it up. It's probably going to end up being that Fur Squared is going to end up being my con.
Yeah. Oh.
So, hey, if this year I'm able to afford a super sponsor, I have no problem sponsoring that con. They're a great group of people.
Sorry, and anyone who's ending up watching the video or whatever and is wondering what the hell oh, there we go. I made most of my background disappear. There we go.
I will try and figure out how to get my webcam working for next time we do this.
Which will probably be next week.
We actually were trying to do that for a while with XSplit. But at the time we were working with Skype.
There we go. That's a little bit better. Damn. That's nice.
And
kind of.
I actually prefer doing that. I still will use Sam for my stuff, but if you can record this and do a better job off of Discord, well, we might as well use it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been something we've been trying for years, to completely move away from Skype. Just completely get away from that shitty program. It has served us well, and allows me to communicate with other people I know pretty decently, but Discord with video chat now enabled and whatnot allows me to do a whole lot more. Allows me to start actually getting better production.
Actually, one thing I didn't know, I don't know if this was something they put in with video chat or not. I didn't know that you could use IMs to open audio chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can do direct. They've been able to do direct calling for a while. God, I have so much dog fur on me. God damn dog. Bless his fuzzy heart, but.
Well, let's keep in mind the dog on its hind legs is probably taller than you are.
No. That was another dog. Fuzzbutt down here. He's about a head shorter than me.
Yeah, so still fairly good size.
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. But yeah, no. I've been for the longest time. I've been trying to, and he knows this. I've been trying to drag this to video. And to improve the production quality and whatnot all across the board. It's like the mic being right here is going to end up being moved, and hopefully we can get him video and see how that works out. That's going to be fun if we can get that successfully launched.
I could probably try and do it now if I could figure out where the hell the camera fell to. I'm still not quite sure where it went.
And I know the internet does not need my ugly mug. As
it doesn't need my ugly mug either.
But you know what? It's been kind of the steady evolution of the show, because we started out with like 2.5, 3 hour long bits that were just absolute crap quality, and then we got a mixer board, and we've done this and that. And it's like I've got a part on order, a part I'm going to have on order when it comes in, that will allow me to actually hook up the mixer board I have sitting over here. And then I'm gonna have to get another mic for that and some XLR cords. But then I'll be able to run audio through the mixer board, and so I'm just bit by bit. We've been doing this for what, 8 years now? Yeah, about 8 years.
2010.
Yeah, almost 8 years.
It's about 7.5 because we started in May.
Yeah, almost 8 years
of 2010.
Bit by bit, been trying to improve this, make this better, over and over and over. And we run into, it's like he moved to the other side of the nation, essentially. And that kind of threw us into a loop. And then I was homeless, and then it's okay. And we've just run into all sorts of problems back and forth that every time we start getting ahead, we get set back. And one of our biggest problems now is we've been having issues with, basically syncing up our time, because he's working now, and I've got a full-time job, and and even with me gonna have like 3 days a week off, at least through up till Black Friday. You can tell I work retail.
Yeah.
At least up until Black Friday, and then from like Black Friday until Christmas, I think I'm going to be back to like a full 5 days a week, and then it's going to drop back down to 4 days a week, and it's going to go back and forth like that for a while. And I'm okay with that.
As long as he does the retail, and I clean up from his retail, is basically how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well I've got the camera working. And it's tested fine, but for some reason it isn't going into the chat.
Hang on. Going to holding image real quick, at least on that. I'm going to minimize this.
And I can't figure out, like, if I try to click on my thing, it just says, oh, there we go.
There we go. Holy shit, son of a bitch, he's coming. And I hope that's...
Oh, man, my room is a pit. Well, we knew that, so... You don't happen to need any plastic bags. I think I've got about 400 of them.
Oh, crap. I went to the wrong one. There we go. Ooh, wow, that comes up really weird on my end. But that is something I will have to...
Well, if I could, I'd get a green screen, but the problem is I don't really have room.
Oh, speaking of the green screen, that's why that... Okay, that's why that was weird. Hey, I can take that down now. I'm going to have to, like, completely figure out how I'm going to do this shit. Hang on. Studio mode. Activating studio mode. Eating it more processing power.
God, okay. I really need to clean this department.
Nope, wrong one. Okay, turn that one off. And then what I want to do is I want to add video capture device. Yes, I think that's what I want to add. Video capture device. Okay, add video capture device. Now where the hell is it?
This is going to make a wonderful audio podcast.
Well, considering there's...
Of course, this is how most of our podcasts ends up turning out anyway.
Considering right now they're staring at you while I'm trying to sort this shit out.
My apologies, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, while you're fussing around, Boozy Badger got Jack in the Box 3.
Oh, dear God, help us all.
So last night, and I posted a video of this... in where was it? In the random thing. I played, what was it? It's the murder mystery one. I can't remember what it's called. And then I played Quiplash. So, and I thoroughly lost both of them. But hey,
you know what?
I still was in bed by 11 and I was fine. So hopefully he's going for a while, because when he starts, I'll be in trivia.
Okay. Then video capture device. Why are you fucking up now? Why is my camera fucking up now?
You're fine on my end.
Oh, no, never mind. I'm fucking that up. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, you're talking about your capture software.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was going to say, you're fine on my end. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so that's some... Oh! Aha! There we go. Hot damn. Nope, wrong image. I'm going through all my... There we go. I was going through all my slates. Now I've got to actually... now I've got to rearrange all the things real quick, and haha. And fade. There we go. Now we're going. They can see you and me with all of our happy little social media shit too.
I was hoping that Samantha would be on, but she isn't.
Yeah, it happens. She's been kind of back and forth. She's been kind of busy as of late.
Well, she was in the path of the hurricane too.
Yeah,
so.
And that's the other thing and that's something. I really didn't want to get, and I really don't want to talk about politics. However,
no, I really don't either.
Yeah, but there is something I'm going to put out there, and this is something that's actually this is he's heard me go off about this already. Pretty much across my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I've been cutting people, literally blocking people, kicking them as friends, whatever else, because the events in Vegas, 600 people dead or injured. And I knew it was going to happen. I knew there was going to be conspiracy theory nuts and this and that. And I flat told people, if you are going to share or promote or whatever else any conspiracy bullshit that denigrates the lives of these people that are victims, get the fuck out right now. I'm not going to put up with it. I will not put up with it. And some people thought I was joking, and I'm not. It's like 600, parents, sons and daughters, brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, aunts, uncles, grandparents. It's like, no, that's no. That is no. Do not denigrate their fucking victimhood in this particular case, where they are legitimate victims, by this conspiracy theorist bullshit because of one man who got some guns, because gun control in our nation is bullshit. Now that my tangent's over.
Well, unfortunately, we've seen all the way back to Sandy Hook and even before.
And that's kind of
there's always somebody who says, "Oh yeah, if you look, there's a picture. There's like a lady that looks similar."
Yeah, yeah.
And like two or three. It's like, hey, look, it's actors. I'm like, okay, should we put you on the ground to the next one, and we'll see how much acting is done?
Yeah, and that kind of stuff is exactly why I've gone on this whole tangent. Is there are people who are legitimate victims, and you are denigrating their lives and deaths, or them surviving a horrible random event. And no, I'm not going to put up with that bullshit.
No.
But in other news, now that I've got that out of the way, I had to get that out of the way because holy crap, people don't think I'm serious on that. It's like, no, there is, we have gone beyond the line at this point of sustainable sanity, and now we are into a territory of this shit needs to get fixed, and we need to quit martyrizing people who shouldn't even be victims if we can't get our shit fixed.
Right.
And it's finally gotten to me. I think also because, I've, working and improving my mental health and my physical health and things like that. I've had a bit of a paradigm shift is a proper phrasing on that one. So it's like, no, this is enough. It's like watching a lot of the YouTube community. Holy crap. I've quit doing that. It's like, you know what? I'm finding gamers. I'm finding gamers to watch. Gamers. Like I've spent the last week pretty much catching up on everything from Jim Sterling I've missed.
Yeah, you linked the
comment to Crackacy. Yeah.
I don't mind that character when it shows up in a Gymquisition or whatnot, but just how flamboyant it is, it spikes in levels, and it hurts my ears after a while.
See, I think the characters...
I don't mind it for like 3 seconds, but a 7-minute video, yeah, that's a bit... And I love Jim Sterling. I think Jim Sterling is just awesome.
I really do want to get Jim Sterling's dildo bat. I want to get the penetrator. I do. I want it. Like
you should ask him where he got it. I think
someone made it for him and sent it to him.
I think so. Yeah.
If I remember right, someone made it for him and sent it to him, and it was just like, oh my god. It's like Boogie2988. He has. I know you don't really watch Boogie2988. But he's another YouTuber I kind of I get along with because of, or I rather enjoy, and I've chatted with him a little bit on Twitter. And I enjoy his stuff because not just his Francis stuff, but his vlogging and video game stuff like that. Because he's a cheeky bastard. He was an extremely fat guy. He was.
Yes, he has lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, he's almost to my weight range. He went from 500 like 3 months ago. He was at like 514, and then he got surgery, and he's almost down to like 370.
Well, he also has had a lot of back problems too.
Yeah, and actually he just recently put up a vlog talking about how he can now walk around on his own. Even he has to use a walker a bit, but he can actually move around. He doesn't have just scale victories, he has non-scale victories. How he can get up and move and do things again, and it's kind of adjusting to having that mobility and that freedom from instead of being overweight anymore, to such an extreme scale that he can now actually do these things. And in time he actually plans on trying to, it's going to take time. He's going to have back problems. He's going to have various other issues while he's still, while he's starting to hit to a plateau. But while he's still adjusting to all this, he's got to work on the atrophied muscles. He's got to work on, improving himself to be able to walk around more. And I think he's going to a convention this weekend, where he's actually going to try to walk around a lot more. Not just use like a mobility scooter, but actually walk around, use his walker, meet and greet more people, because he can now. Yeah. And that right there, that's a beautiful, great thing. It's like a lot of the gaming community we talk about, and I know you don't watch Towelliee, but when at Legendary After Dark was going on, Towelliee was pushing 400 pounds. He was, that really big fat guy with the sunglasses that hung out with Mike B and Lore?
Vaguely, yeah.
That was Towelliee.
Dang.
And then he got surgery, and he's now about 240 pounds. So he's about 40 pounds lighter than I am. I'm about 280. The boobs kind of give it away. But no, yeah, he's
hey, something on you that's bigger on you than it is on me. You should feel proud about that.
Hey, no, you know what? These have gone away too. These have gone away too.
They're probably still bigger than mine are, I'm sure.
Well, no, while I was unemployed, and yes, having a job is kind of cut into doing podcasts and all this other stuff. But at the same time, having a physical job has got me back in shape. Actually, it's got me back into better shape than my previous job, because you saw me, I was kind of getting fat working as a cook.
Well, gee, now
who would have thought getting fat being as a cook? Who would have thought?
Where's the correlation for that one?
Yeah, but but working a physical job where I'm not eating all the time, having to test all the food, make sure everything's prepped right. I've lost actually a lot of weight, especially since for like the first 2 weeks I was eating pretty much nothing. I've stabilized out now, but now that I'm stabilized, I'm like, no, I want to go. I want to go back to losing more weight. So I've adjusted my diet, and and seeing guys. I mean, yes, Towelliee and Boogie, yes, they had to have surgery because they had such an extreme weight. Then you get guys like me, who I have a host of medical issues, but I'm not extremely obese. Yes, I'm fat. But I'm not extremely obese, so things like surgery aren't possible, especially with a $10,000 price tag attached.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I have to find ways to make my body sit there and go, no, we need to burn more calories, and we need to take in less calories. All right, how do we adjust that while working a minimum wage, slightly above minimum wage job? So and that's kind of the thing. That's always something that's a problem, especially even living in a very agriculture-heavy area. Good agricultural food is fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Especially when you get into the organic and the slightly the non-GMO stuff, it gets kind of pricey. What was it? I popped down to the farmer's market the other day after work. I crawled out of work and popped down there and wanted to go grab some vegetables and whatnot, and I was like, wow, this is expensive. Can I afford it? Nope.
No, my mom has been getting on me to eat healthier, which is why I've been having Crunch Pak, is because 6 things of apples, and I don't have to worry about them going bad because they're all sealed.
Yeah.
Usually cost me about $2.50. Now, for me, the thing, if I could eat all the time, I'd eat, shit. I just had it. Cantaloupe.
Oh, God.
Cantaloupe.
Yes. Okay, I will admit this. The local Walmart sells these things of, it's like a 2-pound tub of sliced cantaloupe, and it's like $4. All right.
The problem is, and you know me.
Yeah.
I'm a hell of a lot better eater than I was quite a while ago, but I still am finicky enough that even if I absolutely love something, I just can't eat it all the time.
No.
So what I would love to do is have them make, like Crunch Pak does, have them make sealed packages. The most I can get is almost like a one of those really tiny mayonnaise or things. Serving.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But they often don't have cantaloupe.
Yeah.
I almost need to buy some of those because otherwise they're just going to spoil for me.
If there's a evil corporation out there similar to Crunch Pak, say like Pak-It-Rite or a few others out there, you know what you need to do now. You need to start marketing and selling cantaloupe, watermelon, things like that in small servings. People will buy that for the fucking fortunes, you pricks.
I would still get my apple slices because what I've been doing is I get Jeff the travel sizes.
Yeah.
And I just dip the apples in there, and it's a good dessert, actually.
Oh yeah, and it's healthy and across the board, all sorts of proteins and everything.
I'd love to have cantaloupe. Probably for me, that would be my lunch.
I love how it's 2 really poor guys here talking about trying to be healthy and crap like that. It's like, oh my god, where are we in our life? Oh wait, we are.
I'm 43 and falling apart.
I'm 30 and falling apart. So yeah.
My thing right now is I've been having a lot of acid reflux problems when I've been at work. I'm just not eating very well, and I actually was drinking half calf for quite a long time because I didn't need much caffeine. Now that I'm working, I'm drinking Colombian, and it's a lot stronger coffee, and apparently my stomach doesn't like it very much.
Yeah, I think that's like a dark roast normally. So yeah,
it's very good, and it wakes me up. But it's like, I'm really having stomach issues during the day.
I admit my 2 biggest vices while I'm working is and actually one of them's not that big because it's cheap as shit, but that's also the problem, is Arizona teas at my place of business are 56 cents, so after tax 61 cents.
Yeah. Arizona tea I would love to get into.
So I'll buy like an Arizona tea, but the other problem is I stand by, I don't like coffee. I'm not a big fan of coffee. But like Monster Loca Mochas or Monster Energy coffees, I'll drink those. Like I'll have one a night because I want to be able to actually sleep when I get home. Right. Otherwise, I will be up until like 2 in the afternoon going, oh God, I have to work tonight. What the hell have I done to myself? Shoot me now.
Well, and aside from the fact I've seen Kage's video on Monster Energy drinks,
and everything else, yeah.
That's actually what I can take or leave coffee. Quite honestly, I'll have, maybe 2 or 3 days where I'll be having a bad headache, but after that, I'm fine. The only time I really drink coffee is right now when I'm getting up and I'm having to work for 4 or 5 hours.
Well, okay.
Then I need the energy.
You gave me shit about the giant,
oh God, I want one of those now.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually.
You gave me shit about this. Now, mind you, I
had one just that same size when I was living with Angela.
I brewed this cup of tea last night, and I've been drinking it since last night. So that tells you.
You remember we had them up on our.
Yeah. I remember.
We had a blue one.
Those are nice. And no, YouTube and FCC and everyone else, that is not an advertisement for 7-Eleven. It was just me sitting there going, "This is the size of tea I drink."
There aren't enough 7-Elevens anymore to advertise for. So, no. One thing I would like to do as far as tea, there is a lot of people have probably heard of these. It's called a death cafe.
Oh God.
Oh. There is a kind of a Unitarian type interfaith place here.
Yeah.
That decide to put on death cafes, and I went over to one in the end of August, I think. They just had one Monday, and there's a couple of fellows from Africa. We were sitting here talking because when I went to First Squared, I found the delicious Ghanaian chocolate.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And what he was saying is there's something called Moby. Or Moby or Molly. It's shit. It's Nestle makes it. It's like it's in they make a version of it.
Yeah.
But it's like the old Nestle Quick, the big ass tins.
Yeah.
By the tin top of. There's an African version that you can get that's a pellet that you can dissolve in water to make like a chocolate tea.
Oh my.
I want to try that. There's a couple of African places over here and one not too far from me. I want to go there and I want to try that stuff. That sounds, because I love the Ghanaian chocolate I got was about 48%.
Yeah.
It is really good. The only problem is it costs $45 to get on Amazon because they don't sell them individually. What they do is they sell them in a thing like this.
Yeah.
That's 4 or 5 little bars. And I think they sell 10 of those.
Damn.
Which is a lot of chocolate, but
yeah. Now, and throughout the video, and even he can notice it, is I'm like adjusting my mic and moving a little closer, and this.
It's not like a dildo mic.
No, it's a Blue Yeti. Go screw yourself.
That's what the Dragon Show and Kage call a dildo mic.
Yeah.
That's why it was that. It's just a black Yeti.
Yeah. Well, and I've got this lined up actually pretty well because I've got Rendell's face right underneath of my webcam, so just like yes, I can look at my webcam and act like I'm looking.
Oh, you've got them top and bottom, don't you?
Yeah.
I've just got you.
Yeah,
I don't need to see me. I don't need to test the shock on my monitor screen all that bad. So, speaking of not being able to do things, have you been able to get into the Brewfest?
No, I haven't touched WoW in about 2 weeks just because I haven't had the time. When I've been streaming, and go over to twitch.tv/chaosinfinitum.
He's been playing Kingdom Hearts.
And I've been loading it onto YouTube and whatnot, but still, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts, and when I'm not playing Kingdom Hearts, I'm probably going to be playing Final Fantasy IX, mine and Jim Sterling's favorite Final Fantasy.
You know what you should try after playing Kingdom Hearts, if you can find a deal on it, is Cuphead.
Oh God, I know. I've been watching.
Awesome.
I've been watching 2 Griffin play Cuphead and a few other people play Cuphead. It is like a classic 40s 50s cartoon as a game. This
is Steamboat Willie animation.
Well, and the funny thing is, there are so many gamers under the age of 25 who are bitching about how hard the game is. I'm sitting there going, boy, you ain't never played no arcade, now have you?
Have you seen one of Jim Sterling's parody names? He just what is it? I'll see if I can bring it up in InnoReader. But he has a thing where it's just spoiled little white mama's boy type thing, like Ricky Fingers or something like that.
Yeah.
And he did a play on, or a let's play on Cuphead, and it's like, oh Jesus! Mm-hmm. I will say this: I don't think I have the coordination to do it, but Bandcamp has the soundtrack for $10.
Oh yeah,
I am buying the fuck out of that soundtrack because that soundtrack is.
It's such a beautiful sounding game. Just like the music in it
is
brilliant, just completely brilliant. And I really hope you're keeping notes because I'm not keeping notes on this one.
No, I'm not keeping a damn thing.
All right, I'll have to go back through and go. Okay, we talked about this.
The video game show What I've Done.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's one of his little side things, and he does cup mouth, I guess. Well, he calls it cup several things. But yeah, it's actually quite a very interesting game. I don't think I have the coordination to do it, but man, that is something. Probably if 2 finishes it, I'll do with him what I did for Maze and for a couple of others, and download the Let's Play, put it all together, and just put that on my phone so I can just watch that every now and then. Well,
and just a quick note, kind of going back to the weight loss thing a little bit and being healthier, is since I've actually quit smoking and I'm vaping now, and yes, there's going to be someone out there who goes, oh, Vape Nation, bro. Go fuck yourself.
Well, you're not going to be entering any vaping contests anytime soon?
No.
Okay, I can't believe that. It's like somebody looked at 8 Mile and it's like, hey, you know that thing they're doing with rapping? We can do it with vaping. Because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that scene. It's like, did somebody just... Was somebody watching 8 Mile when they came up with this? Like, this isn't a rap battle thing. Dude, you just look dumb up there.
Yeah, but anyways, but no, since I quit legitimately smoking cigarettes and tobacco, that also has done wonders for my health. And yes, I know vaping has its own hazards and risks, but there's not enough studies quite yet. And the fact that I lost about 20 pounds since I quit smoking just because of vaping alone says something, but though part of that was I was on the toilet a lot, so just take that with a grain of salt.
Yes, I have noticed that I've been proving the meme correct. If you're in the bathroom and you have not only a tablet but an outlet and Wi-Fi, you will never get off the bathroom if you don't.
Nope, just yeah, no, you will never leave the toilet.
No, I've spent a good half hour in there just reading Facebook.
That is why I leave my cell phone or anything else in my room when I go use the toilet.
See, I have too many gadgets. I can almost have something with Wi-Fi in every room of both rooms of my house.
Yeah.
I was going to say every room. I've only got 2. So.
Yeah, and that's very true, very, very true. I really got to fix my lighting a little bit more, mainly because if I reach up and do this, And then I've got, the beak nose. That's why I pointed the light up.
Who's fucking talking?
I am talking.
I've got a clinger schnoz, for Christ's sake. I'd be surprised if I weren't Jewish somehow. Okay, raise of hands, all you old fuckers who actually followed that reference.
That's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Okay, so...
Though, I mean, come on. Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
Hey, at least you don't have a divot in it. So
no, because my nose got broke like 4 times by the time I was the age of 20. So I don't... it just...
You can ski off of that thing. What's your problem? If I try, I've got all these little crater bumps. You try to ski down my thing, you'll go flying into the sunset.
That's terrible. Terrible.
Hey, is it not true?
It is. Well,
it looks like a satellite image of the moon.
Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yet.
Hey, not on this side. I know I had laser surgery on one side.
Yeah, out of everyone who's had surgery here, you had more than me. Mainly because I avoid doctors. Like the biggest amount of surgery.
I think I've only had the one.
Like
I've had a hell of a lot more tests done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
I've punched that card so many times. It's just pock ridden. They don't even bother anymore. It's the only card somebody could ask me to give them that there's really nothing left to give.
I had a terrible thought for a moment there. Your Fursona at the next time you pop up at a con should be Raving Rundle the lab mouse. Show up dressed up like a Kage with a mouse head, with like a dead mouse head, and just like you've had so many lab tests run on you. You're a lab rat. Yeah,
I could be Schrodinger's cat and be perfectly fine.
Yeah, but I think a lab mouse would be a brilliant Fursona for you, sir. And then you could sit there and walk up to Kage and go, "Why did you stick that in my butt?"
You know what? If you come to First Squared and help me do it, I will do that.
If I show up...
I'm not doing that without you because you're the fucker who came up with the idea.
And Kage would fucking hate me.
I want my mom filming it because she's just going to be laughing her ass off when that happens.
I'm going to be honest. If I end up actually going to like First Squared, one, I'll probably be bringing a partner in crime with me, besides you. And two...
Well, yeah, me and my folks are already set up. So.
Two, I'm going to try to do something that I haven't really seen a lot of people do. You occasionally see it at some conventions, but not that much. And definitely nothing really seen like it at a furry con or something like that. Is literally just walking around live streaming like an IRL stream, a furry convention.
You would need a power bank.
I have 3 of those.
Well, then you're good.
That's
one thing I need to put on my list. I need to get the power bank at Best Buy. I want to get.
Amazingly,
it's expensive, but it's got a port. It's got a cord both for Lightning and mini USB attached to it. So.
Nice.
Yeah,
but no. If I ended up going, I would actually, if I didn't just like mount a camera to my shoulder, I would probably actually try to IRL stream. A furry convention, because that would be an interesting precedent. 1, a non-furry at a furry convention. 2, a non-furry at a furry convention live streaming a furry convention. And 3, a furry convention being live streamed. There would be so many questions answered and asked at the same time.
Well, okay, 2 things. Number 1, if you watch Damn Dogs or Dead Dog Day games or whatever it's called. Damn Dog or what?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
they do captured footage videos. I don't know if they do live streams.
Yeah,
and if you watch Anthrocon 2016, you see some people who will have a camera.
Yeah.
But I think for most of those, it's because if you look at their eyes...
Yeah, it's captured footage stuff.
I think that's how they're actually seeing.
Yeah, it's not like IRL streaming, someone walking around going, well, hey, let's look at this, The
other thing is, and I know you and I bounce back and forth on this, you are a furry, but you're not a furry. You're not somebody... You're a furry like I am. I'm not... Well, I'm a Dryder, so
you're a little deeper. You're a little deeper. I'm a furry as far as like on the fringe.
Okay, number one, I've been a furry for 21 years, so I think it's pretty good that I'm this deep. I've had a lot of time to do some digging. Number two,
not touching it. Not touching it.
Even if I had a fursuit, there would be nowhere I could go because I'd be so damn big I wouldn't fit anywhere.
Wiggle that booty, somebody will move you.
It would take quite a load of people, and they'd all willingly do it too.
With that much ass, I'm sure there'd be many volunteers.
Oh, I'd have them. It'd be just like a FurCon registration line. They'd be on the block. No, I consider you a furry in the sense that you are a fan.
See, I will support the artists. I will support the artists.
You're a fan of anthropomorphics, which is technically what it is, but you're also a fan of the community. So you're a furry in the broad sense. You're not a furry like people are thinking
I'm at like 0 or -1 on the TV trope scale. That you remember that page I sent you?
Where I know what you're. Yeah.
It had from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, yes. And then -1, -. I'm at like a 0, -1.
I'm at like 3 or 4.
Yeah, you are like a 2 or 3. It's like, yeah, you're a little deeper. You're past the tip, but you're not all the way to the balls.
And this, folks, is why we're a Pride 48 show. Big Fatty would be proud.
And it's only going to get worse because we're going to video now.
Oh, God. You're making me want to do a video. It's just that my computer is still really kind of...
Yeah. Well, and we've kind of talked about, we've talked about, you know, upgrading his computer and fixing it up. And yes, this is not one of our normal shows. This is because we haven't really chatted. We really haven't got to sit down and chat for a month because he's been working and I've been working, and our schedules haven't been meshing. It just, in this particular instance, it worked out really well because, oh wait, I got a full night of sleep, thanks to alcohol and seeing a good show. And that's going to be how I'm going to end this, actually, talking about that show.
Yes, please do, because I'm actually, that was one of the things that I could have seen when we went to Vegas, but I think it was a little too far away for me to go to. But I have heard the girls from Nowhere talk about it a few times. So
and I was actually sitting 2 seats away from them, along with Jacob and a few others, so we were kind of throwing jokes back and forth.
It sounded like quite a crew from the Merely players went down there.
Oh yeah, there was
not Merely, Mission Creek. Merely's mine.
Pretty much, every
fucking theater starts with an M. How am I supposed to keep them apart?
We pretty much took up the whole front 3 rows, you know, the splatter zone.
Oh, God, I wish I had been there.
Oh, God. But no, what was I talking about before I got distracted? Anyways, computer upgrades. And we've kind of talked about, you know, and there are options out there. It's like, I sit there and say, yes, I flip shit to my iBuy Power computer. On the other hand, my iBuy Power computer has survived some serious shit. It is a good, stable computer, and it was worth $1,200.
That might be, I mean, considering one thing I'm going to be doing here in the next couple of days.
And since they do have a, there is a payment plan option that they do offer now, you could go that route.
I could, and I'm thinking about it. One of the last major thing I need to do this year is my eyesight, and we were talking about this a couple of years ago.
Oh, I got to get my eyes checked too. Yeah. Oh.
When I went in last year, he said I wasn't quite bad enough for bifocals yet, and then like 6 months later, we're like, yeah, I should have gotten the fucking bifocals.
Yeah.
Well, this year, my stigmatisms are good. I think my right eye just changed very slightly. But they are giving me power bifocals.
Yeah.
So, thankfully, according to my mom, I won't have the Bill Cosby trifocal problem, which is what was scaring me from buying them.
Yeah.
But it sounds like this upper part is just what I'm looking through now.
Yeah.
and then bifocals are just for reading. So as long as where my eyes are normally, I'm seeing things the way I am now.
Yeah, with how like
that's fine.
Fucked up my glasses are, and you can see like the scratch and the blood stains and.
Oh God.
I have no nose pieces anymore. I have no nose pieces anymore. I need glasses badly, especially since my eyesight has gotten worse. So yeah, glasses are definitely on the docket for me in the next month or two when my finances are stabilized. But yeah, glasses, especially since I've got astigmatism in each eye. It sucks. It sucks, and that is
it's like a 2-point something in each eye.
Yeah, it's bad enough that I need glasses to see, and it's gotten slowly worse over the years.
Now, is the astigmatism the same in each eye?
No. Last time I got checked, they were not the same. They were different.
Because I was over in Sam's Club, and I was looking, and they had a bunch of readers, and they've got like 20 of them now set up by astigmatism. So if they were close enough, you could actually almost get readers.
Probably, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways,
I don't know if you'd have a place with a selection like that, though.
Sorry, I'm checking the time real quick. Okay, so I want to try to wrap this up by adding about an hour length because I'm gonna have to put it online and shit like that. Yeah. Uploading's gonna suck, but so. Last night, and I even put this out on my Twitter, and like New America Performing Arts Center actually retweeted my tweet, which was fun. But
good job. You're famous, you know.
Yeah, I'm famous enough to get retweeted by random people. When I'm not making fun of Gail Simone. Fuck you, Gail Simone.
Oh God, that was painful to read.
And
I could read because it was very small, but what I got out of it is like. Oh, God, no.
Yeah. Anyways, I went and saw Evil Dead the musical, the tour. So it wasn't just Evil Dead the musical. It was Evil Dead the musical, the tour. And it came into the area last night. I was like, I heard about this 2 months ago. The moment I heard about it, and I even told him, is like, I am buying a ticket to that show, and I bought a ticket, $40 for a Splatter Zone ticket. Oh yeah, baby, and oh my God, it was, first off, like, when you got into the theater, there was plastic on the floor.
Oh, you went to a Gallagher concert.
Yes, actually, that was like the first thought I had. It's like, oh, there's a Splatter Zone. It's like a Gallagher show. All right.
When I went to when he came to the pack,
they gave us
a couple of times. Every time I went up there, I was up in the balcony, and the first 5 to 6 rows were covered. There was garbage bags taped up over all the walls, over all the floor. It's like, yeah. Ooh.
The official poncho.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, they gave the Splatter Zone ticket holders official ponchos.
Which nobody wore because they didn't want to.
Oh no, actually, except for all of the theater people, everyone in the Splatter Zone wore the ponchos.
Wow. Pansies. It may increase the worth on eBay, actually.
Yeah, but no, like, when you walked in, you see plastic on the floor.
Yep.
And then, because the Splatter Zone was the pit area, it was like, okay, this is going to be fun. Yeah, I got kind of a weird seat because it was at the far side. It was one of the last Splatter Zone tickets. Because, the gals from nowhere bought 10 seats. Seriously,
you should have just given them $40. It's like, here, get one for me too.
Yeah. Well, and ironically, Jacob ended up with the ticket I was trying to buy that got sniped out from underneath me, so I went with option 2 seat.
Hey, at least you were sitting next to somebody you knew.
No, well, kind of, but no, like when you came into the theater, the Necronomicon, which was as tall as me, and I am 5'8", was sitting center stage, lit. It's like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And the Necronomicon itself was slightly animatronic, And they did have lighting effects, so you could actually see it scribble in the blood pages and things like that when it opened. That was high production value right there.
Yeah.
That alone was high production value. And there was, front row, 3 different faucets to spray blood, plus 2 more up in the side rafters to spraying down at people. Oh, yeah. And overall...
Good thing it didn't change from red to white, or that would have really freaked quite a few people out. But no, it's mayonnaise. Honestly, don't look.
But no, overall, like, okay, and yes, it's the tour show, so it's not going to have the, you know, like the Broadway or even the Vegas version, which had, you know, which was, you know, seated there at the, you know, at the Vegas show or in Broadway. It wasn't like it had tons and tons. No, it was a traveling show. But for being a traveling show, it had really great production values to it. Holy crap. Like, yeah, you get your standard, you know, backdrops that are easily changeable, but like the set piece itself was really great. The lighting effects were really great. The severed hand was awesome because it was actually a puppet. Someone stuck their hand in and it would skitter across and like.
Oh, nice.
The moose. Oh God, the moose. That fucking moose, man. I really wish we could have taken pictures during the show. But I got some great photos like with the cast and whatnot. He saw them on my Facebook and whatnot. Yep. But it was such a great show, and for being just about 2 hours long because it was 2 acts with a 20-minute intermission, it was fully worth. It was fully worth the $40 Splatter Zone ticket. The non-Splatter Zone tickets I think were like $30, and still fully worth it. However. There was one note. And actually, let's see if I can still find this. Because, and I want to bring this up. I want to bring this up just so I can kind of point and laugh at people. Where is it? Pack season, performances, events. See if I can still pull this up. I should have screen capped it sooner. I was an idiot. I should have, but I didn't do it. Come on, load faster. Oh no, did they pull it down already? Shit. Wait, go back to page. Yes. Here we go. Evil Dead.
Make it short.
Well, no, I will pull. I will pull it up, but Splatter Zone, yeah, adult Vance tickets were 27 to 31, seniors were 25 to 29, students were 21 to 25, Splatter Zone was 35. PG-13 for strong language and hilarious amounts of fake blood. And I'm going to bring this up so it can be shown. PG-13. That show, they fucked up the PG-13 real fast.
What you need to do is download that. I'll use it as show art.
What, the pack page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a screenshot of that and send it to me, and I'll make that show art.
Yeah. PG-13 for strong language plus a hilarious amount of fake blood and over-the-top guts and gore. Now, I'm going to say this. I never knew I had this on my bucket list until I watched that show last night. But I never knew I wanted to watch a man pull out his own intestines and end up pulling out his own balls and testicles and then go, bucket list done. He licked the tip.
Hey!
I never knew I wanted to see that in my life until I saw it as a stage production. And it was, and you could see it coming. Pardon the pun. You could see it coming when he was pulling out his intestines. It's like, oh god, what the fuck's gonna happen? And then you see this fuzzy tuft pop out. It's like, oh god, balls, and then a penis. It's like, oh god, and he just pulls it out, and the whole stage stops and stares, and he just brings it over, and goes, bucket list done, and falls over. It's like, oh god, he licked his own tip. Oh my god. But
hey, you don't have to worry about the flexibility issue that way.
Very true. Very true. But it was just
another thought you didn't need in your head, right?
No, I didn't. But overall, the show was really great. It was really fun. The actors and the actresses were actually really good. The production values were really great, especially for a big-ish budget traveling show. It was far better than I expected, and it was so much fun. My only note was, and I think this was more of something on the Performing Arts Center's side, was I expected way more blood. I expected the entire front row to be just fucking coated in blood.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm sitting there going, "It's the PAC Center, they're."
It's Wenatchee, yeah.
Yeah.
You should be glad you got what you did. Basically.
Oh God, yes. Now I can mark off. Rocky Horror Picture Show has been here as a stage play. We've had Evil Dead the Musical. Now we just need Repo the Genetic Opera, the stage play.
Oh, that would be amazing.
And we've gotten the trifecta. Then we've got it. We're done.
I would love to see Repo the Genetic Opera live.
Now, but pointing out that spot on the page, and that makes me laugh, is it's PG-13. There was, before the show began, quite a few kids in the audience and some old people. And mind you, it was, from what it looked like, a sold-out house at the start of the show. By the intermission, there was a few seats open.
It's kind of like, and this is something that we laugh about every year.
Oh, the Farndale, yes.
No. Well, Farndale, we'll get to that. But when you're talking about kids, we go to the Renaissance Fair every year, and I don't think I've introduced you to Puke and Snot yet.
Yeah, you've sent me audio files.
Okay.
I know about Puke and Snot because of you.
Yes. Oh my God, they were amazing. Mm-hmm. One of their things, you've listened to them. Anybody, you can look up Puke and Snot on, and they have a DVD. All but one thing is on YouTube. But one of the funny things is that people bring kids regularly to that, and you can see, especially which Puke, I think, is the taller one, who I think is still around.
Yeah.
Every now and then he'll
slip up.
Oh no, it's not slipping up. It's the fact that he has to throw in. Oh gee, what was it? Oh, this is the version of Robin Hood that your parents rent when you're not at home.
Yeah.
Or they'll say something really crude and just lean over. Ask mom.
Ask mom later. Oh,
the best one, and they start off their show with this every time. It's a joke that Snot, Puke, and the Queen were spending an evening together.
Oh, God.
I think I've played this one for you.
I have that on my computer. Oh, cool. And my replacement parts are already on the way. Sweet.
And he said, well, the next day the Queen came and brought me a sweater, and Snot's like, well, that's nice. It's like, well, I really wanted a screamer or a moaner. And they are coming out to this. So the first thing Puke does after saying it goes down and says, hi, kids. It's like, you ever want to know why people in Minnesota are so horribly fucked in the head? That's because they take their kids to this.
Yeah.
Happily take their kids to this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Evil Dead could honestly be PG-13 in Minnesota, because it can't be anything worse than what we've done to ourselves so far.
Yeah, but I also sit there and go, this area is, this area is very kind of conservative and Christian and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, they have forced several stage plays to censor themselves. Look at Sherlock, when we worked Sherlock.
Yeah, that's right. We did have something, didn't we?
We had to cut out every single drug reference, every pseudo bit of swearing, cut out most of the alcohol. which really sucked for us alcoholics that were working the set at the time. And that was the other thing. That was the other thing is there was a bar. And we could take beer, we could take alcohol into the theater with us.
You lucky bastard.
And the better part is they were selling Jello shots. 2 for $6, called Blood and Guts. They were cherry and vodka Jello shots. And it was good vodka. It was strong vodka.
I was talking to my mom. 2 of the things I'm going to be doing coming up here. Number 1, WWE is coming to Mankato.
Oh, God.
For the first time in, I think, probably 10 or so years. So me and my dad are going to go. And then my mom and I are going to what I think now is only the second concert I've gone to in my life. Postmodern Jukebox is coming to Mankato, and me and my mom are going to go see it.
Nice.
But the only other concert I've been to was in Wenatchee. It was one that Cameron did sound for, which the only thing I knew was Sir Mix-a-Lot. And that was the first time I ever saw Jello shots, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me what the fuck they were. All I knew was it said Jello shots, $3, and here's this cube of Jello. I'm like, what? No. All Jello does for me is a trampoline. It goes down, comes right back up, and it's still solid.
Yeah, well, when you've got alcohol mixed into it.
I can't, well, it wouldn't make any difference to me anyway. It wouldn't last long enough.
True. But yeah, no, but overall, the show was tons of fun. It was just so much fun. I had so much fun at it. And it's one of those things that, like, once in a great while, especially since I've been working graveyard jobs, it's really hard to go see a theater show or a movie. But once in a great while, there's something that comes up, and I'm just like, no, I am not going to miss this. Deadpool was a great example. I took a vacation day for that, and we talked about that.
I went to a matinee showing of that. That was, speaking of which, that's what's going on this weekend, hopefully. If my dad's feeling well, is we are going to go see The Princess Bride in theaters. And
I lucked out, I just lucked out with The Evil Dead being on a scheduled day off for me, and there was a Splatter Zone ticket available, and it worked out perfectly for me.
Yeah, it did.
And so it was just great all around. But the show was so fun, and I know they are in the next 2 weeks they're going to be in Bellingham, Seattle. I think they said Bothell, and a few other places I would actually have to check because their Twitter feed's kind of not updated a lot.
Well, if they ever come to Mankato, let me know.
Yeah, well, I know they started out their season in New York and have traveled all over since then.
Well, let me put it another way. If they ever get to the Twin Cities, let me know.
I will do that. But no, overall, it was a bloody good time. And yes, good. Take the pun. Take the pun.
Take it like a man or a woman, either way.
Or like the guy licking the tip. But no, overall,
I am not that flexible, and I like my intestines where they are.
So it was a lot of fun to hang out with the gals from nowhere, to hang out with a lot of theater folks, see a lot of people I went to school. It was almost like a mini high school reunion for me there, because there was a lot of my former classmates in the audience that night. I was just one of the guys who was like, nope, I'm getting a Splatter Zone ticket. I almost got mugged for my Splatter Zone ticket right there and then. People really wanted to get splattered with blood. Who knew?
They just wanted to have a good selfie.
That too, yeah. But overall, it was a lot of fun. And to the Evil Dead the Musical guys, with me tagging this and talking about this, so much fun. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. And come back to the area, please. Like, stay for a week or just do a full weekend, please. It would be great. And it really kind of reignited that love and that spark for the theater I have. And it's just like, I got to get back into doing theater and things like that. And so I can get some cheap XLR cables.
Hey, priorities, come on.
Hey, I mean, but it was just so much fun. And yeah, you know, I think that will really, because we've gone for a little over an hour now. Let's check my timer. An hour and 10 minutes on my recording timer here, and we've had a lot of fun. We've talked about a lot of random things. We got caught up. We are experimenting with a new video setup.
It's actually nice to be able to see who I'm
yes,
talking to again,
and actually be able to react in real time for the most part.
That's the whole reason we were on Skype, is so we could see each other.
Yeah, and then that started crapping out. Well, thank you, and so, you know, brilliant for Discord to get video up and running.
Yes,
makes it so much easier.
Works
and the split screen is so nice, so easy. Makes my life so much. What?
How do you set that? Because do I just drag chat all the way down?
No. You gotta go. You've got to go to full screen, and then you have to click on my image. My little box that I'll be in, like the top right corner, or rather for you, top right corner. You click on your image and then my image, and then it should pop us both into side by side. But anyways,
I don't want to look at me. I'll just
we'll sort that out later. I'll show you how to do it later. But anyways, it's been real fun to actually catch up, and we're gonna try to be getting maybe not once a week, but we'll definitely have one out next week, because I've got 3 days off next week.
And it probably won't be on the same time every week. You'll be a little more fluid. But
yeah, and it's just so much fun to be able to do these, talk to each other, see each other, and do more videos to make, you know, people, instead of just us chatting, and I'll work on getting some slides and other things thrown in to improve production quality. But I kind of like where we are now finally progressing, since the technology is there and available for us. And overall, you know, it's been a fun 24 hours. It's a fun show. This has been a fun show.
It's probably been one of the more fun ones that
we've had in a while. Yeah. On that note, you know what? This is kind of this has been my spiel, and this is something I like adding to every show, even when I do a stream or whatever anymore, is I hope everyone has had a good day. I hope everyone has had a good week. I hope everyone will have a good weekend. And until we pop up again, we will talk to you later. He is, I gotta remember which way I'm pointing. He is Raving Rendell. I'm Chaos. And this has been whatever fucking podcast we're doing anymore, because I don't even know the name.
Chaotic Ravings.
Yeah, Chaotic Ravings. There we go. And so we will talk to you all later.